morning, children. I hope all of you are fine. So today I am going to discuss about functions of the parliament. Functions of the parliament. Last day we discussed about the parliament, importance of the parliament, how the parliament formed, and what are the history and inspiration for forming parliament. All these things we discussed, and we studied that in the parliament there are two houses, that is Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha. Rajya Sabha means upper house, and Lok Sabha means lower house. It is a people house of people. It is also known as Lok Sabha. It's also known as house of people. All these things we discussed. And Rajya Sabha means it is a representative of state. So the direct election is not happening in the Rajya Sabha. The members of Rajya Sabha is elected by the state representatives, and like that we discuss. And in Lok Sabha 543 members are there. The maximum members is known as 543, and all these things we studied. Okay, so today I am going to discuss about the functions of the parliament, and in that we studied about, in the 7th standard we studied how the state legislative assemblies election is happening. The same procedure and process is for selecting a national government and for selecting the parliament members. The same election process is happening. In the state legislative assembly, what is happening? The state is divided into different constituencies or areas, and each constituencies, each political parties appoint their candidates, and among that each political party's candidates, one candidate is selected by the people, elected by the people, and like that they form the legislative assembly. And like that same process is happening in the parliament election also. The India is divided into different constituencies or areas, parliament constituencies. In that election is happening. Okay, so India is divided into 543 constituencies or areas, and this one also happening, election also happening based on political parties. So each political parties appointed candidates in each constituency, and election is happening. Through the election, the people is elect one representative for the each constituency, and they form the parliament and the government. So same system is happening here also. Okay, then what is the difference between state legislative assembly and parliament? The main difference is that the parliament is the highest lawmaking body of the country. Which one? Parliament is the highest lawmaking body of the country. It is very important. And state legislative assembly, it is only for the state. It is making laws for the state. What are the inside the state? All kinds of laws are made by the state legislative assembly. But the parliament is the highest lawmaking body related to the country whole. What are the laws and all kinds of decisions taken by the parliament. Okay, so it is very important. And another thing is that when we study division of powers, in that we studied state list, concurrent list, and union list. In that union list, 97 subjects are there. About these 97 subjects, decision is taken by the central government and the parliament. So that is very important. And the state government and the do not have any power to make any decision in that subjects. So always the Indian Union is controlled by the parliament. Indian Union is controlled by the parliament. Indian Union means 29 states and their union territories are there. 28 states and 9 union territories are there. So this Union of Indian Union is controlled by central government. The final power is the parliament and the central government. So that is very important there. Okay, then now we are going to the important functions of the government, of the parliament. Sorry, the important functions of the parliament. The main function of the parliament is that to select the national government. To select the national government is one of the important function of the parliament. Okay, so in the parliament, which party got majority, that party can form the government. So I said that election is happening based on political parties. Each political party appointed their candidates, and election is happening. The people are elected one person, one political party's person in each constituency. So maybe in the election is happening about the 543 constituencies, can be different political parties members can be won. So which in the parliament, which political party among this representative of the parliament, which political party got majority, that means majority means more than half plus 2 or half plus 1, that is known as majority. Okay, that means 543, about the 543 constituencies, majority means 272. 272 is the majority. Okay, so which party got 272, that party can form the government. That party's leader is become or selected as a prime minister, and the prime minister have the power to select other ministers. The prime minister have the power to select other ministers. So like that is a government is selecting. Okay, so about 543 members, 272, which party got it, that party is known as majority party, and that party can be formed. Sometimes there will not be majority, means 272 will not get any parties. So that time what will happen? They can form the coalition. Okay, they can form the coalition government. That means who are interested to join to that party, the small parties members can be joined to that party, and they can form the majority. They can form the majority, and they can form the government. Okay, so like that it is happening. So I think you understood how a national government is selecting which in the parliament among the 543 representatives, which party go to majority, that party can form the government. That party's leader is become the prime minister. Then prime minister have the powers to select other ministers, and the president is appointing all these prime minister and all these ministers. Like that, the parliament main function is that to select the national government. Okay, that is one of the important function of the parliament. Okay, then we said that the parliament have two houses, both Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha. Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha. Okay, Lok Sabha means it is house of people, because the members of Lok Sabha is directly elected by the people. That is why it is known as house of people. And the Rajya Sabha is it is known as it is selected by the representatives, state representatives. Okay, so it is known as, so the Rajya Sabha members are not directly elected by the people. It is elected by the state legislative assembly. The members of state legislative assemblies elected. So, and here Lok Sabha has some more powers, and Rajya Sabha, because it is not directly elected by the people, so it have only some powers. But both this Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha have the duty to form the laws and make the laws and approve the laws and take the decision. So these two houses have important roles. Okay, and the Lok Sabha's main duty is that one of the most important function of the Lok Sabha is to select executive. To select executive is the one of the important function of the Lok Sabha. Executive we studied about in the first chapter. In the first chapter we studied about executive. The group of person they work together to implement laws. To implement laws. Okay, and made by the parliament. This executive is often what we have when we use the term government. We can say that executives. Okay, so these members of the parliament, the representatives of the parliament have the members have two powers. That is, same time they are executive, and same time they have the power of legislative power also. Legislative power means a law-making body. At the same time, they have the executive power. They are the head of the executives. Okay, so that is the main function is that of the Lok Sabha is that to select national government. That is not to to select executive. Sorry, to select executive. Okay, so these are the main functions. And about the Rajya Sabha, we studied that 233 elected members and plus 12 nominated people members are there, and there also main duty is that approve the laws. So about the laws, the discussion at first is happening Lok Sabha, and the Lok Sabha, when they pass these bills, and that is go through Rajya Sabha. Then Rajya Sabha also need to discuss and approve these laws, and then it is go through president. Then only law can be made out. So that is a procedure of the lawmaking procedure. Is first it is discussing in the Lok Sabha. Maybe any houses it can be discussed, and it can be sent to other house, and both two houses need to approve, and it is need to send to these laws need to send to president. Then the president need to sign. Before a law, it is known as bill. Okay, that procedure is known as bill. Okay, so before making a law, that procedure, that paper is known as bill. Okay, so the bill means it is about the laws. So the discussion about the laws, it can be both houses. This bill should be passed, and that bill need to go to president. Then president finally need to sign. Then only it can be become a law. So for both houses are important role for making law. Okay, that is about today's class. Okay, I think you understood very well, man. So today I will send some works also. You have to do that one and send it to me. Everyone need to do all these works. Okay, because many times some of the students are regularly absent. They are not regularly attend the class and not sending their works. The students, please do the works regularly and send it to me, and then only when you are sending the worksheet only I can put attendance. So you will be absent. It will be trouble for you. Maybe these students who are not regularly attending the class and sending the works, it can be maybe the school can be call them and punish. So please, the 9th standard, 10th standard, those who are not doing the works well, the teachers go to the school, and the principal and Thomas R is taking the step for that. So don't do like that. You have to be regularly do the works. Okay, thank you.